Okay, so we have a... Don't even remember what truck was over here. Arrogance. Oh yeah, the Tuz 166. That's the other one I haven't driven on this map other than to drive it over here. So we do have a mission for it, and it's to pull out this Tuz 166 and deliver it. So this is Arrogance. So let's see what she'll do. I didn't drive it over here. I had, well, wait a minute. Let's get a better angle at this. I actually pulled it over here with the Tatron. Just to save a little bit of fuel. And I needed the Tatron over here for something else. There's a lost trailer I need to find. And it's going to give me the front, yes. So it's out of gas, but I'm not giving it any of mine. Yeah, a little bitty rock crawler. I do not have the biggest suspension on here. In Russia, I found that the bigger suspension made it tippier, and I could pretty much go anywhere I wanted without upgrading the suspension. So it doesn't have the biggest suspension, doesn't have the biggest tires. So going over some rocks might be an issue. If I turn on the lights. Floor it. So you're using the Warthog and the Action. Oh, back up, back. Don't go out on that ice. I have not run those yet here. So those are on my list to run. And I think I'm going to do a video on set like a race course up and get all of the scout vehicles and just have them run a course and time them to see how long it takes them. It'll be a mixture of snow, mud, clawing up hills, things like that. I really want to take this out on the ice. The 750 broke through and I actually got it stuck. But this is much lighter. So we'll try it over here where the 750 broke through. That way I have a winch point. So the 750 broke through right over here. It's cracking, but it's not breaking. Yeah, it started breaking a little bit. But the 750 broke straight on through. Yeah, so far what I've seen on both of these maps, these are the maps to come to. If you've got a party, got some friends with you want to jump in scout vehicles and just do obstacle courses. Just run around, have fun. These are the two maps to do that with. Wow, throat is really sore. So deep snow, it's still going, but it's slow like the rest of the scouts, but it is making it through. I had two other scouts that had some basically the same issues through here. They were real slow, but they did make it. And remember, this does not have the suspension upgrade. But it's doing pretty good. Wheel spin down a little bit. There's a couple of areas with like some hill climbs like we just saw back there with the Hummer. So those would be some good areas to do like hill climbing. And then there are a lot of really good trails that are mud, ice, and rocks. And there is some wood that I will need. There's a lot of supplies over here, but there's not enough supplies to do the missions. So you have to bring some supplies over from the other map. I believe on this map I'm going to need, is it 6 cabins? Let me look real quick because I wrote it down. You can hear my table, everything rattling on it. So I'm going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm going to need 7 cabins for this map alone. And when looking at the supplies that I get from warehouses and stuff, there's only one other cargo container, and those 7, that's not including the first one that you have to build. Had issues getting through here, but that was with the mud tires. I've not brought it back over here with chain tires. And it's doing pretty daggone good. For such a tiny vehicle. Let's park you up here because I think, and that was in high too. That was in high gear. I think the next mission nope, it requires it up the hill. So we'll park you here, let you get some rest. And I'm moving on to, I gotta find the vehicles. The Tatron. So the Tatron's sitting over here. And I have, is that the abandoned trailer? Yep, scout fuel carrier, and I need to take it to the house at the top of the hill. So I have to go through the sawmill. Come up that way. But I'm going to have to take it basically around back over here where we just dropped off that vehicle, and then come back to the other side. And I don't think there is a way up here. There's a road that goes up here, but I think you have to cross over on rocks, and the Tatron does not do rocks. So that's the Tatron's kryptonite, ice and rocks. Just make sure our winch is nice and tight, and I'll just follow my tire tracks back out of here. To help if I took off the parking brake. Yeah, the new cap, I wasn't impressed with it at first. I used it on a different map to test it out, and I put some cargo in it and ended up tipping it a couple of times trying to get out of the area, but it was kind of a tippy area anyway. Excuse me. So I really wasn't impressed by it, and I kind of got a little ticked off at it and drove it into the river and let the river suck it down. But I have since got it back out, and well, okay, there I am. I got it back out and tried it some more, and it actually does run pretty good. It is not a game changer. It is not one of those vehicles once you get, you don't need any other vehicle in your garage. But it's not an Apache. Oh, back up, back up. Yeah, cracked through the ice right there. Started sliding. Okay, I've got somebody blowing up my phone here. Yeah, it's not an Apache. The Apache is just a novelty thing. I have run the Apache on this map, and it's okay, but it's not a great vehicle. I would more than likely pull the Apache behind a bigger truck just so I could use the repair points and the fuel than I would to actually do a lot of scouting with it. So it's just one of those trucks that you have just to play with every now and then, but you don't depend on it. The new Cat, the 49X, I think it is, that's something that you can actually do missions with now. You just have to play it the right way. And what I had realized was that the reason I was tipping so much is because I dropped the third axle down, and the third axle does not have a drive gear going to it. It's just there for weight. If you pull something really heavy, and once you pull that back up, you can run it, and I really don't think there's anything heavy enough that you can pull with that truck that you would need the third set of drive wheels to be down for the weight distribution. That's the only thing I see the flaw in the truck. Has plenty of power. It's just tippy, and I would like to have the option to remove that third set of wheels in the back, that third axle, because I don't think you really need it. You might need it in future maps. There may be something you need to pull that you're really heavy and you have to use those and put them down, but I'd like to have an option of removing them and then putting them on when I need them. Now, as far as pulling trailers, it does a good job. But you have to figure out how to do it correctly. It's not one of those trucks that you can just do everything with. But yeah, was it worth the money? To me it was, because I'm going to attempt to collect all the trucks that the game puts out. Now when we get to doing mods, I have seen some of the mods some people think will come out, and some of those trucks, yeah, I'm not going to collect those. But the ones that are part of the game, so I need to go to the bridge, make a left. Oh, I got that big rock to climb up. And there's a big rock over here to climb up too. Don't think the Tatron's going to make it up. It's just too slick, too steep. I need something with the suspension. And I have just the truck, but it's over on another map. And we'll give it a shot. What's the worst that could happen? I flip it over, wedge it in so deep I can never get it back out, because this is a no recovery playthrough. Tear something up or I can't get it out of where it's at, it stays. And I lost one truck like that over on, and I don't think I was recording when I did it, but I was over at Smithfield Dam and truck flipped over in the water, and the water took it down and it took it too far for anything to reach it. So I actually just let the river have it, and a few days later I checked on it and it had actually washed up on shore enough to where I could get a crane over and pull it out. Yeah, kryptonite. Maybe. Come on, little buddy, you can do it. I would like to have an option to put chains on this thing. It needs chains. Then it'd be a much better scout vehicle. You made it. And that's another thing I was talking about, like with this map. Things aren't so difficult that it's impossible to do. So in Amandra, this truck would have never made it up that at all. It would have been tough trying to pull this truck up there. But on this map, the roads aren't as bad. They are drivable for the scouts. And it's like I've been saying ever since Lake Cove and Amonder come out, you don't need to make the maps, the roads harder. You need to make the missions harder. And the missions are a lot harder here. Just the missions on this map are going to take forever to do. Because I can't just run someplace and grab something and deliver it. I have to grab other things from all over the map just to make something and then deliver it. Where the heck am I going? Went the wrong way. How did I end up there? Oh, I came up here and made a left instead of a right. But that's fine, because I'm in a Tatron. And this is snow. Tatron likes snow. Oh, but that's rocky. So let's go around. Easy. Let's skirt that a little bit. Try to go up here at a little bit better angle. Gun it, gun it, gun it, gun it. You can do it. Look at that. Now there are some deep snow areas. I remember this is one of them. Even a Tatron has issues. But this is not the way I'm supposed to come, so. But there are places that have Amonder snow in it. Ah, come on, really switch. And you can tell when you get to one of those areas because you can see a big wide track you leave in the snow. Ah, shoot. I meant to pull the trailer up to me. Talking and driving. Bad combination. Now I took the new dump truck out. I like it. It's got plenty of power. And I can see using it if I'm, because it's, you know, pretty much a one-trick pony. You do have a fuel tanker you can put on it, and I have not run it with a fuel tanker on it, so I don't know how it does. But I did find the rock tanker that it's supposed to pull, or the rock trailer. So I do have it hooked up to that. And I can see using it as, if I'm not hauling those rock trailers, because there's two of them, I can see using it as a vehicle to help get through muddy areas or really snowy areas when you need that extra little bit of oomph to help something along. But it has to be flat ground. And I don't think it has a snorkel with it. It doesn't. I tried putting a snorkel on it because I was going to take it across the river, see if it'd cross. Ouch, that hurt. But it doesn't come with a snorkel. Let's repair you back up. And stop you, and where is is it? Nope, that's the... Yeah, that's the new cat. So this cat, I actually like it. I don't like the steering. The steering is a pain in the butt. It is slow. And that has got me in trouble a couple of times. So this is the rock trailer. There are 2 of them on the map. I found this one. I have not found the other one yet, I don't think. And it's located, if you go down the road from the garage. Let's get that black thing out of the way there. Just go down the road from the garage like you're heading over here to the gas station. And it's right here in this area. So both of these will need to be, this one and the other one, once I find it, will need to be delivered to the other map. So I was thinking that today I would try to get it over to the other map. Just steering again. That was operator error. That was Bob's fault. Learn to drive, Bob. But yeah, the steering, you see how slow the steering turns? And you really have to be steering before you get to where you need to turn. And it's one of these trucks you're going to have to drive slow. So I think if the steering was faster, I'd like it more. But it's just one of these things you have to get used to and know its limitations. But this is a very heavy load, and it's pulling it with no problem. It has the power, and it carries a lot of fuel, but it goes through fuel pretty good. But it's not too awful bad. We have smaller trucks that go through more fuel than this does. But the test for it is coming up. Change trucks. Easy. That extra gallon in it. Might need it. Alright, let's see how it does through the water and the mud. Yeah, no snorkel. Diff lock is always on, that's a good thing. Yeah, they put it on they give it to you on a water map with a lot of rivers, a lot of water crossings, and it has no snorkel. It's like putting a beware of dog sign on your fence and you own a Chihuahua. So it pulled through that part pretty good. But this next section is where it's really squishy and muddy. And there's some rocks. Restatori, how you doing today? Just trying out some new stuff here. Seeing what the capabilities are and trying to get some of these missions done. And trying not to cough up a lung while I'm doing it. Uh-oh. See, now we're taking damage. Come on. Taking water damage. And I think this needs to be an all-wheel drive. And I'm still waiting on that all-wheel drive unit for the P16. I really want that. I would drive that truck so often. Dangerous water again. So it's slow going through here, but it is getting through here. Yeah, okay. For a second there I was thinking, well, am I supposed to be down that road or over here? But I need to cross over here. This road is right there. Just can't hardly see in the fog. Yeah, I agree. The P16 is really good. I love that truck. Its downfall is not all-wheel drive. Which doesn't, excuse me, it doesn't really slow it down all that much, but there are times when I can't use it because I know I'll need all-wheel drive. So I go with the P12. See what you're doing high. Yeah, high gear's not gonna work. Not with a load on it. I wish I could hook this trailer up to another truck to see how it does. Because you don't get a horsepower or anything other than the, you know, it tells you if it's an S or an A or a B or something like that. Slow down. Cannot drive it fast. Not around curves. Turn, turn, turn. Turn the other way. Go, 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 go. But yeah, if you're going to have to make a lot of trips through this area to get up here to the crafting area, and putting this truck over here to help other trucks get through the mud is a good idea. And I think that's one of the things I'm going to use this truck for once I get this to the other map. I do have the other cat sitting up the road, but it has a fuel tanker on it. And I also want to try this with a fuel tanker, or with the fuel add-on, to see if it becomes a tippy truck, because I haven't really been in an area where I could tip it, other than a little bit ago. Come on. There you go. Now the engine's revving up. Trying to watch the front tires. Trying to judge when I need to start turning them and turning back, because it takes so long for them to turn that you get in trouble. Up like now. Turn. Oh. Turn the other way. Get you back on the road. Turn, turn. Nope, that's not right. Let's do the front end. Yeah, that's an issue with this truck. No suspension travel. So it doesn't like rocks either. So that's where we got our other cat. This is hardcore mode and I can't use a fuel station. Heading this way, and we're going to run in some mud, see what it does. You know, a cool mod, if somebody wanted to do it, and something that I would buy definitely, if it worked right, is a sled, like they have at tractor pulls, so that I could test all the vehicles, test their power. So if you know anybody out there that's a modder, tell them to put a sled out there. That could be fun. Oh, I hate this steering. I think one of the other problems, the weight is not distributed very well. If you look right where the trailer attaches, it is a little bit ahead of the back wheels. I think since this has such a short wheelbase, if that connection point would have been right over the back wheels, it might have been a little bit better. Where's my tunnel marker? Oh, and we still have that trailer up there to deliver. I'm not sure where it goes to. And we have our tunnel. So it took a while, but it did bring it over here. Now I was fooling around on another playthrough with that big long trailer that you get, that 8 cargo one. And I was over in Drowned Lands in Russia, and I picked up 8 pieces of cargo, actually 6 pieces of cargo, 2 of them were 2 slots, and took it all the way over to the other garage. And when I tried to jump from Drowned Lands onto Quarry, that trailer, where it was so long, every time I jumped into Quarry, the trailer phased through a telephone pole. It took me 10 times of phasing back and forth to finally get the trailer to where it was next to the telephone pole instead of phasing through it. But that was a tough trailer to pull. It had 4 vehicle spare parts on it and 2 concrete blocks, or 2 concrete slabs. And ended up having to get the co-op to pull it. I tried it with the Bandit, and yeah, there's no way the Bandit can pull it, not in Russia. There's the cat I bought. So let's get you over here out of the way. Slow down till it can turn. And I'll put you heading out that direction there. Turn. Dang it. Driver error. Alright, so I do need to take Western Star 49X. Load it up with a couple of scout vehicles. And this trailer, again, this is hardcore mode, so I can't buy trailers. I did cheat and buy one trailer, but not this one. This is the trailer, oh, that's the wrong button. This is the trailer I think is out here. I think it was like right in here somewhere. And it's the one that's drowned. It has 2 medium pipes on it. And when you deliver the medium pipes, it takes the medium pipes off and you get to keep the trailer. So it's the first trailer I've found on either one of these maps that I get to keep. So I am going to put it to good use. wish it would have been like a gooseneck trailer. Because these ramp flatbeds are so hard to maneuver backwards. Okay, I was looking to see if I had that third axle up. So with the third axle, no, that's wrong. You can actually change the suspension mode. And if you watch that forward set of axles in the back, and that's the issue I was having with it tipping over. Because it kept getting on that and it wasn't getting any power to them, and that was causing me to tip because I couldn't power out of anything. But like I said, if you understand that and you play it the right way, yeah, it's a good purchase on this. It's a good truck. Come on, load up. So if you haven't figured it out yet, I'm playing it on Xbox One. I looked at the new Xboxes, and yeah, I can almost buy a car for that. So it's ever since these maps came out, the loading has been slower, and I've went in my Xbox and I've cleared out the cache and deleted some stuff. I have plenty of space. It's just, I guess the map is so complicated it takes a while to load in, and I have had twice where it would not load in at all. So I ended up having to unplug the Xbox and plug it back in, and then it worked fine. But it is slow. Come on. I think I need to play some elevator music. There we go. So you can lose the trucks off of here. I've done it. It's like the trucks are like any other cargo. If you tip the trailer over too much, the trucks will become detached. And yeah, I think this truck will be a lot better truck if it didn't have that third set of if it didn't have that third axle. So I think sometimes that third axle lifts the back end of the truck up and does not allow the back tires to get as much grip. So if you're going to put a third axle on it, I'd like to have the ability to make it a drive axle. Put some power to it. It's a good looking truck though. And the interior looks good also. So you can't see out of the back much. But you can see the mirrors on both sides. Some of the trucks that we have in the game, mirrors are so small you really can't see anything. But this one does pretty good. Just can't look out the back because of the exhaust. But yeah, great details. Still like to have a Jeep Cherokee in the game. The old boxy kind. Make it through here in high. So the truck's got plenty of power. Even in high gear, it's just spinning the wheels. A lot of trucks would have bogged down by now. Come on, you can do it. It's about to catch as soon as the front wheels get out of the water. If the front wheels get out of the water. Don't have a winch point. Yeah, I do. And that's close enough. Careful not to tip the trailer over. See right here, the third set of axles is starting to touch the ground, and I think it takes a little bit of the power off the back wheels, a little bit of the traction. And let's get fueled up. Forgot what I was looking for there for a second. And fuel carrier. Next, I'm going to put this on a trailer. When it needs fuel, it's going on a trailer to trailer it back to the garage. I got to see if a truck can pull that much weight. And I did cheat and buy the heavy equipment trailer. So it's sitting over at the railway station. But like I said, I'm only going to use that trailer for moving vehicles. I will not haul cargo on it. This trailer though is a free trailer in the game, so I can haul cargo on it, which is what I'm getting ready to do here in just a bit. Activate anchors and unpack the truck and activate my ramp. One thing I did notice, sometimes when you load a vehicle, if it's a heavier vehicle, and when you stop that vehicle on the trailer, it pushes the whole truck forward. The truck is pulling the trailer. So I drop my anchors, trying to get in the habit of that so that I don't inadvertently push the truck off a cliff. Change trucks. So I haven't driven this one yet, other than to put it on a trailer. And I will, because I want to try all of the Scouts. Easy as can be. And I didn't have to do it. It's just a new thing in the game, so I'm having fun doing it. Seeing what all trucks I can do. Oh, got started. So you have to start it before you can activate the ramp. Alright, next mission is... Where's my twin steer? Past it. There you are. So I have some bricks over here that I need to load up. And I've already loaded one up. Uh-oh. Oh, okay, there it is. I about to say, where'd my other bricks go? And pick my anchor. Go into my crane mode. Do the new thing I learned about, which is clicking on the right button. It gives you a different angle. And makes things easier to see. Changes your camera. Oh, okay, that'll work. Unpack and pack. Restore the crane. Get out of the truck. Actually, let's move it over here to level ground and then we'll back the twin steer up. That's not very level. There we go. Didn't have to bring the twin steer over here. I wanted to. I wanted to see if it would cross the water first. And it did with no problems. It made it all the way over here. Hardly had any issues at all. Other than the length. You know, it is a long beast. Ah, crap. Unpack. There we go. So get the one off the back first. And dropping you over because I don't want to put too much stress and weight on the crane. End up flipping this truck. Change trucks. And we will pack our cargo. Restore you. And we're ready to move to the next one. Which was over here. I need wood. So I've got to come over to the wood framing. I need wood to build the cabins. I need 7 cabins on this map. And they require wood. Alright, so I've been going for about 2 hours. And my head is starting to hurt, and I need to take some medicine. Try to get this congestion broken up in my chest. So that, hey, upgrade. Where have you been all my life? Hey, that's the missing upgrade I was looking for. This is the one that is hidden. So, stop. Oh, the Tune Custom. The MK38. We will try that in the next episode. Alright, but anyway, I'm going to take a break for a bit, and I will probably be back later, here in a couple of hours. And we'll see if I can get into some more trouble. Thank you very much. Appreciate you watching. And for those that will be watching this on YouTube, thank you very much also. And leave some comments. Let me know how I'm doing. What can I do to improve? That's what this is all about, seeing how well I can improve. And I will see you in the next episode. So until then, have a good one.